In this video, I'm rolling with Hussein again. This is our 6th round on the channel, and this is a double round. We're doing gi and no gi. Or should I say no gi and then gi? So he received his black belt when I received my brown belt. He has a lot of training with the Donahar guys at Henzo's. I think we can train for free there or at a great discount. So I know he wants to get in on my leg. I almost got my knee on belly pass there. And then I threatened the toe hold, which forced him to defend. So I was actually pretty proud of myself there. That's why I was laughing. So now I'm trying to force my knee up the middle. I have a bad rib at the time. I had a little slight rib injury. So I had to baby it for a couple of weeks. That's what he was asking me about. So again, he's trying to get under my leg. I know what he wants to do. I knew he wanted that position, and I just couldn't stop it. Now, I'm sure there are some technical details that he's doing that I don't even realize or can't comprehend. So here I'm keeping my legs crossed. It's actually working pretty well against his leg lock because he can finish me pretty quick normally. So here he has my leg. He's being somewhat genteel. I'm holding his arm, so I'm preventing him from doing what he wants to do. But the problem with that is I can only hold his arm for so long. I have to try to escape while holding his arm, which I'm doing. I got my right leg in. I have it in like the crook of his knee. So I'm trying to make a leverage point where I can pull my left leg out. But, you know, it's very difficult, obviously. So again, I'm defending by keeping my feet away. So I wouldn't recommend, I mean, this is a good short-term defense, but it's not an escape. And he finished me anyway.
So nice. One small error, not error.
Short-term meaning get out of there immediately.
Yeah, that was great.
But it's really hard for me to escape these leg entanglements. It's a big hole in my game, and I'm getting better at it. So there I almost stepped past his guard. I should have lowered my shoulder and brought my head to his hip more, but it's pretty hard. He stays inverted very comfortably. Because I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to dig my head in. But then I think maybe here I should have took my head out and jumped to the other side, but his right leg is preventing that. So I'm trying to keep some pressure on him without him being able to invert into the leg entanglement, which he's pretty much doing as I'm speaking. And, you know, I've been training a while, and to train with somebody like this that's so technical and doesn't have to explode into everything and just uses technique, positioning, timing. It's really refreshing. Like, I enjoy it immensely. Even though I'm getting submitted probably not over and over, but, you know, a few times around. That's fine with me. And even if it was over and over, it would still be a great learning lesson.
Thanks for not just finishing me.
So here he didn't rip the ankle lock. He probably could have. He could probably dive into a heel hook. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things he could do from here. But what he's doing is he's letting me work out of it. But sadly, I don't really have the answers. Trying to pull his leg off, untie the leg entanglement. Here, I probably should have stood up now that I'm watching the video. If I could have put weight into that left foot, that would have been good. I know that a good principle is when you're being footlocked to put weight into that foot if possible. And then once you're standing, you could peel his legs.
So kind of be good, yep. And maybe right.
It's not that I don't know anything, but against somebody that's very proficient. it's going to seem that way. So here I'm looking to get out of the leg entanglement, step over, step back. I'm thinking, you could see the smoke. And there I drop for some BS footlock of my own.
You can finish right here.
Yeah, there's a number of different attacks.
Okay, no, not with the ankle. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was able to defend. I don't know exactly what it was. So there I had like an Aoki lock. Again, I'm not an expert on these things, but what I've come to learn is, or what he's going to teach me, is I need to sit up while I do that. Because when I'm laying sideways like that, there's no way for me to arch properly to finish the technique.
Right.
It's basically what he's explaining to me. So there I'm trying to unwind his legs.
Well, ideally, one in some position
with
with
everything.
both your feet. Yeah.
Again, I think here I should have tried to stand up into it. It's easy to see these things when you're not in the moment. Here he Aoki locks me.
So that's it. Yes.
Yeah. So like,
Right. It's like the cradle. And just sure.
anytime you get that.
But you didn't have the floor in your way.
Right.
Why not?
Again, Hussein, I have 5 other videos with him. He's a really technical guy, very smart. He's actually a brain surgeon, which is an uncommon profession.
Right.
He's also a researcher.
Right. Tricky to do in class with people, right? With certain people.
So he's really good at explaining. Actually, also, he's one of the coaches at the school, especially for the kids class, I believe.
It's hard for them to get out.
We have a lot of coaches for our kids class. They get a lot of attention,
Thank you.
and their ability shows. You know, they're good. They win tournaments, and it's because they have teachers like Hussein and Danny, and all these different, black belt Frank the Tank.
No, absolutely. Yeah, which is why it should always be linked.
It's not just one guy teaching 50 kids.
Exactly.
So now we're going to do our gi roll. Now this is actually our first gi roll after receiving our promotions. I mislabeled one of my videos and said it was our first, but this is our first roll. So a huge honor for me. I also trained with Bernardo for a short period of time when he was at Marcelo's. Very short, maybe a month before he left. So here I'm trying to keep my knee and elbow connection up the center, and to use that to try to sweep me, and then I switched my base and stuck my left leg in. Again, I'm just really trying to avoid his leg entanglements. But what I love about rolling with him is he has the ability to submit me using jiu-jitsu. He's not just throwing me around or muscling something, or, he's just outsmarting me. And I love that. Because that'll make me smarter. That'll make my jiu-jitsu IQ higher. I want my jiu-jitsu IQ to be tested, not my physicality. Because your physicality can only grow to so high of a level. So there he did a technical stand-up and basically got a sweep.
It already hurt on the way down.
Oh, that was the Estima lock. So he got an Estima lock, and I just told him it hurt on the way down, because it did. And it's really easy, not easy, but if done properly, it's good to get in the gi. I believe the gi traps your foot a little bit. Again, these are not things that I think of. I come from a school that's more about guard passing and guard retention, which I'm definitely pretty proficient at. So I'm learning to identify the different footlocks, and I have an understanding of how they work. I just need to learn more about the setups. So here again, I'm trying to pass. He's just going to spin. Right, he could have went one of two ways there. He could have spun around and threw his right leg over, but instead he threw his left leg. That's what's great about the leg entanglements. There seems to be endless options. Right now, I just have a footlock, basically. So I know as a brown belt, I have to grow this whole aspect of my game. At this school, they allow leg locks at any level, which is pretty interesting, because in the beginning, I got caught by a couple of blue belts with footlocks as well. So now Hussein's giving me a little bit of advice. We always have a very constructive session and injury-free. And that's really what's the most important thing. And believe me, it's not that we don't go hard or I'm not trying. I'm trying. He's just good at making me look bad. So I was trying to hollow out my hips. I have to buy some athletic underwear if I learned anything from these videos. At least they're not Hanes Whiteys. Tidy Whiteys. So here he's got collar, sleeve. I don't know what I'm trying to do with his foot there. Threatened some type of BS ankle lock. I think we made a joke about it. So here I'm really just trying to resist. I'm trying to pull back. It's hard to break that sleeve and collar grip. That's why it's so popular. I should just peel the sleeve grip off with my knee. I could bring my knee up and peel that hand off. But I don't want to do that because I know how quick he gets under my knee and gets to his leg entanglements. So here he's probably thinking about a triangle. I know I would be. And that's why I'm really staying back. And I'm bringing in my right knee, which will help prevent being triangled. A knee and elbow connection. It really looks like he's looking for that triangle, and he finally was able to pull me into the triangle position. I would also like to say, even though Hussein's smaller than me, as usual, he's stronger than me also and seems to have a natural strength. So thank you for watching. If you find value in my content, I have a merch store. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link. Both are in the description. Also, all of Hussein's roles are in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.